Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. All right. Well, I have been busy, as you can see up here from the current bank balance, the budgetary situation here. 910,000 credits, dollars, whatever. And that's not all of it, because each one of these represents a little bit of money back from recovering stuff. I have run a lot of tourist missions, and I do mean a lot. And this is about the third or fourth time that I have gone so far as to come in here and clean up all the jettisoned lower stages. You can't miss those because they're part of what you get refunded. And yeah, so this should, I think, get my budget up to in the neighborhood of a million credits or more, a good $1,000,000. All right, let's get out here and find out. $964,000. Okay, it's not perfecto, but I'll take it. Let's see, that means I can upgrade the vehicle assembly building and the astronaut complex. I can get EVAs and plant flags now and have up to 12 active Kerbals. Good. Tracking station, patched conics, and deep space network of 50 Gs. 50 Gs of what? I don't know, but yeah, let's get that going. And do I have enough to upgrade this? Amazingly, yes. So I'm going to do it. Now, I think it's time to drop in here. See, I still have a whole bunch of these suborbital spaceflight contracts because I've been grabbing more every opportunity, but I think it's time to upgrade the spacecraft. Originally I had this thing set up with 2 crew cabins and it wasn't working out, so I cut it back to 1 crew cabin and so on. But it's working pretty good like this. Get the altitude, get the apoapsis up just over 70 kilometers, fly it up to there, and then leave SAS on the whole time so that once it reaches apoapsis, it comes back down. It lands very close to the Space Center, so that increases the refund. Oh yeah. Let's get rid of all those. And so on. So let's see. Fuel tanks. FLT 400s. That's going to be a whole lot better. Let's see. There we go. Oh, come on. All right, that's good. Pop this down here temporarily. have 3 of those there. Bring my ABR8s up, and let's go with 4, because it works so much better with 4. Okay, this stuff I can go ahead and throw away. And I'm thinking I don't need 4, but 2 will do very nicely. Let's connect it there, over here, and use the Sumper fuel boost, the Sumper booster instead. Alright, let's move these down. Yeah. Okay. Aerodynamic. Toss a nose cone on those for, just to make it look better. Okay. Now I'm going to try for 4. Okay. This will be suborbital taxi 2. Not 23, 2. All right. And I'm thinking there. Let's see what stage recovery thinks. Okay. Pop these on here instead. Let's copy that. Okay, that's not working. We'll get those off. Get these guys off of there. Just try that. All right, that's better. Let's move this thing again. Okay. That looks good. Now I got 4-passenger capability. Yeah, alright. Let's see. Thermal. Let's go with a 1.25 meter heat shield. Okay. Check the staging of what's going where. That's the decoupler. Where's the heat shield on that thing? I don't see it lighting up over here. Jettison not staged. Okay. Fine. That's fine. All right. Now, let's load up a bunch. Oh, there's something else I'm going to do. This High-G Adventure, I am going to just dive right in here to mission control next time I'm in there. Let's stop that. Alright, these guys right here at the top of the list. Elbow, Castley, Hans, and Filmy. Filmy sounds kind of slimy, doesn't it? Yeah, I thought so. Anywho, let's fly this thing. All right. And let's rock. Still using the same straight up, straight down flight profile because this is a suborbital flight. It really doesn't need any more than that. I like the sound of that. It sounds more real, and the visual on the plume is cool. All right. And I heard the parachutes deploy. It's a whole lot better than those smaller ones that you'd stage them and they just get jettisoned and crash, smash into each other and stuff like that. All right. About 55K on the apoapsis and start doing some throttling down. I really don't want to go very much over 70K. Throttle down, get to catch it closely thereafter. There we go. That's all we need. Now, 4x time compression to reach the maximum altitude, start coming back down, and then on the way back down, right about 30 to 35K altitude, fire the main engine again for a braking burn to get slowed down enough for parachutes to work without being torn off. Okay. All right, time compression off. Braking burn. Much better. Shutdown, staging, parachute deploy. Hello? Deploy mode. Okay, good. Had me worried there for a second. We don't like to explode the Kerbals, and they do explode on impact. Now just bring this thing down. Reduce the time compression for parachute deploy so they don't get torn off. Time compress the rest of the way down. Yeah. Now the reason I stuck with the tourism contracts is they're quick and easy. From launch to touchdown and recovery is about, mission elapsed time goes to about 10 minutes or so, which means you can run a lot of these missions in a day. And that builds up the funding pretty quickly and does a pretty good job of building up the reputation as well. I mean, I started, when I started running these missions, I was at like a reputation of 35% or thereabouts, and now it's well over 55%. Yeah, so that's cool. And it makes for a good, healthy amount of funding build-up. Reputation 584. Can't argue with that. Okay, and so now I'm going to stop over here. It's part of my routine. And I'm looking for any additional of these tourist service things. Now the High G Adventure, I've decided I don't want to do those, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel that contract. Yes, it's a little reputation hit, but you know something? Don't care. I'm getting positive reputation from every contract I complete, so I'm good. I am more than happy to take that hit to get rid of the ones I don't want to do. 3 tourists. Suborbital spaceflight. Let's rock. Bang. Okay, so having done that, I'm going to, between episodes, I'm going to fly another crap load of these things and build up my funding, because the next world's first is going to be the orbit thing. So once I've got that going, let's see, Rudar, Ripnard, Kurdok, and Erber. Oh man, I wish it was easier to pronounce some of these things. I really do. Okay, let's get it out to the launch pad. And yeah, I think I'm pretty much going to kind of call it from there. I will take a minute and time warp it around to daytime. There. All right. Okay. And so now the quest begins to get my funding up really high again. And from there, the next stage, the next world first is going to be orbit. And after that, the tourism contracts are going to lean towards orbit around Kerbin. Those missions take a little longer because you actually have to make an orbit. Which is why I'm doing as many of these right now as I possibly can. Of course, with orbit added into it, there is some opportunity for more science and so on. And I might even get out my little science rover wannabe thing and go do the surface sample thing around all the areas. That might be a good idea as well. Anywho, thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.